जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी, जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी, जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी, यशोदनंदना व्रज जनरंजना, यशोदनंदना व्रज जनरंजना, यमुना तीरा वनचारी, यमुना तीरा वनचारी, जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी, गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी, यशोदनंदना व्रज जनरंजना, यशोदनंदना व्रज जनरंजना, यमुना तीरा वनचारी, मुना तीरा वनचारी, जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु, हरे कृष्ण माता जी।
हरे कृष्णा विजय दुर्गा।
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Welcome to the class.
लो मंगलाचरण। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। नमो ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे, निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। वंदेहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं साजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पदान् सहगणा ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितंश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंदा Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Narayanam Namaskritya, Naram Chaiva Narottamam, Devim Saraswatim Vyasam, Tato Jayamudiraye, Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, Bhagavati Uttamasloke, Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Just sharing. Okay. We'll see how many we can cover today.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So you want to chant along with me?
So you want to chant one line and then we chant the second line?
Okay.
Oh, no, you can chant the full.
Chinmaya rasa pratibhavitabhes.
No, you chant. Actually, we will chant along with you. That is right, because it will take too much time. You're right.
Ananda chinmaya rasa pratibhavitabhes. Bhavirya eva nijarupataya kalabhi. Goloka eva nivasati akilatma bhuto. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So this is this goes back into the same Goloka chart. So let's see the meaning. Ananda Chinmaya. This place is Ananda Chinmaya, completely filled with happiness. It's emanating with happiness. Actually, you'll see the same description given in Bhagavad Gita also. Susukam kartum avyayam. It's completely filled with Anandamayo Abhyasat. Abhyasa means to practice. Yesterday we were talking about 3 items: Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojana. But in devotional service, Abhideya and Prayojana are actually same. Like for example, you take a vehicle to reach a destination, but the vehicle itself is a destination. That is Bhakti Yoga. When you start Ananya Bhakti, that itself is a destination. So you don't have to reach another destination. You will come to that point later. Like sometimes everybody thinks there is something called as liberation. Krishna is talking about come back home, but the home itself has come here. So that is a very different perspective. The Acharyas explain, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given that concept. We'll touch that point also little later. So here, the Goloka Dham is Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. Pratibhavitabhis. Every second, who are engrossed with it. Thavirya eva nijarupa taya kalabhi. See, nijarupa, everything is filled with form. But generally, most of the Hindu presentation, you will find the maximum culmination is Nirguna Brahma. Brahman means Nirguna Brahma. He has no guna. There is no more quality. There is no more rupa. Nirakara, Nirguna. These are the terms that you keep using. You hear all the time, all the, whoever, all the pundits or sages or whoever are talking about maximum, because they do not have information about Goloka Dham. Goloka Vrindavan, the attributes of Goloka Dham are very, very secret. They're like secret chamber. First of all, To enter into bhakti itself is secret. And inside that secret chamber, again, more secret chambers are there. So this topic is very, very, in the sense that it is kept as a secret only for those who are wanting to advance and learn further secrets about this spiritual realization, which is not easy topic. Actually, it's a very, very difficult topic to understand. Now, here you see Nijarupa Taya Kalabhi. Kalabhi is again a very important word, who are parts of the portions of his plenary potency. And at the same time, Goloka eva nivasati akila atma bhuto. He never leaves Goloka Vrindavan. Krishna, he never leaves Goloka Vrindavan. And whatever he is manifesting, Prakrita Leela and Aprakrita Leela, it's called. Just like when you see the sun is manifest to you sometime. When it is not manifest to you, it does not mean sun stopped existing. Like that, when Krishna came to this world, he exhibited certain qualities, certain Leela. But those Leela are all the time happening. But again, there might be some confusion. We might think, but there is no appearance of the Lord in Goloka Vrindavan. How is it that appearance of the Lord is, you can see it here? So some questions might come like that. So all those problems that we might have in our mind are also explained by the acharyas here. In fact, let's go back to that. Okay. Now we are talking about Kalabhi. Kala means there are actually 64 Kala, 64 qualities of the Lord. And all these qualities the devotees are using to satisfy Krishna, the varieties of Kala. Just see. Here, all these purports are written by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, Prabhupada's guru. Prabhupada's guru, sorry. Gita means art of singing. Vadhya, playing mridanga. Nritya means dancing. Nritya, Natya is art of theaters. Alekhya, painting. Visheshachedhya, art of painting the face and body. You see, that's why devotees, you see, they paint Krishna's face also. All the deities are decorated like that. So the body, tattoos and all that, actually it's coming from there. The body art, body painting. Tandula Kushama Bali Vikara. The art of preparing offerings from rice and flowers. Pushpa Tarana. Art of making a covering of flowers for a bed. Dashana Vasananga Raga. Art of applying preparations for cleansing the teeth, clothes, painting the body. Mani Bhumika Karma. The art of making the groundwork of jewels. Sayya Rachana. Art of covering the bed. Udaka Vadhya. Art of playing on music in water. Udaka Ghata. Art of splashing the water. Chitra Yoga. Art of particularly applying an admixture of colors. Malya Gratana Vikalpa. Art of designing a preparation of wreath. Shekarapida Yojana. Art of practicing setting the coronet on the head. Mukut. Nepatya Yoga. Art of particularly dressing in the tiring room.
Practically.
art of practically dressing in the tiring room. Karnapatra Bhanga, art of decorating the tragus of the ear. Wow. Sugandha Yukti, art of practical application of aromatics. Bhushana Yojana, art of applying or setting ornaments. Aindra Jala, art of jugglery. Kauchumara, art, a kind of art. Hasta Laghava, art of slay of the hand. I don't know what that means. Chitra Sakha Pupa Bhakshya Vikara Kriya, art of preparing varieties of salad, bread, cakes, and delicious food. Wow. Panaka Rasa Ragasava Yojana, art of preparing palatable drinks and tinging draughts with red color. Suchi Vaya Karma, art of needleworks and weaving. Sutra Krida, art of playing with thread. Veena Dhamuraka Vadhya, art of playing on the flute and small X-shaped drum. Prahelika, art of making and solving riddles. Pratimala.
So, 1 minute. My question is, so all of these, the Lord has in unlimited quantity. Are
That's
we
why I
telling?
wanted to show the picture again. Can you see this?
Yeah, Goloka chart.
Golaka chart, right.
You want to increase the size? You can
Yeah,
put plus over there. Plus, I think, is there.
You can see? Am I sharing wrong screen maybe?
No, it went away. Okay, now it's there.
Okay. Now, all those 64, you might be wondering what they are, right? We are thinking it's like an art. Further, if you read down, it says each one of the petal is one art. Isn't that interesting? It is actually a personality. It's a devotee. It's one gopi. In fact, each petal on this Goloka Vrindavan chart, if you see, each one is a devotee. Each petal. And all the 64 qualities are each petals. One petal it is. We cannot conceive what it is. We are thinking here it's like art. Art means it is something different from a person, but it's a personality itself. Same way, we think we do not know what is Gayatri, right? Like we think Gayatri means here we chant one mantra and that is Gayatri. But actually Gayatri here, you'll see, sorry. I don't know how I can share multiple. I cannot share multiple, is it?
I think you should be able to. Anyway, you can put the other one.
Okay, I'll put the other one again. Okay.
No, this is Brahma Samhita you have put.
Yeah, Brahma Samhita. I wanted to show just before starting, we don't chant this sloka so much, but then it talks about Gayatri here. Brahma explains.
Actually, you can explain that also. No, here, the 28, number 28.
Yeah. Here, 27. See, Gayatri, then Gayatri, the mother of the Vedas, being made manifest, that is imparted by the divine sound of the flute of Krishna. So, who is Gayatri? She is a personality and she is the flute of Krishna and entered into the lotus mouth of Brahma, born from itself through his 8 ears. The lotus born Brahma, having received the Gayatri, sprung from the flute song of Krishna, attained the status of the twice born, having been initiated by the supreme primal preceptor, Godhead himself. So as devotees, we do not chant Om Bhurbuhut Swaha. That is for material gain. That Gayatri is only to raise you up from, of course, up to Sattva-guna and then to Goloka, Swargaloka. But here we see this is called Kama Gayatri. This is the original Gayatri, which is a flute of Krishna. Devotees sing this Gayatri mantra, which is also called Kama Gayatri. See, this is the mantra that we all sing as second initiation. When you sing this, just like Brahma got second initiated, this is the mantra that we sing at 3 Sandhya. Klim Kama Devaya Vidmahe Pushpa Bhanaya Dhimahi Tanno Anaga Prachodayat. This is the one we chant. So this is Gayatri is also a personality. Just like that, I want to share that how
So she is actually the sound that came out of the flute. That is Gayatri.
she is the flute. You'll
She is
see
the-
somewhere else again.
Okay.
So that's how, when he gained this knowledge, after he's initiated by Gayatri, that's when he started worshipping Krishna, Brahma himself. So, yesterday, Anju asked one question. What is this? We have to be with Krishna all the time, or we have to be servant of Krishna? That was her question. And I thought it is relevant here today because there are so many ways you can be with Krishna. Basically, thinking about Krishna, you are with Krishna already. But liberation simply means when all the papa, tesham tva antagatam papam, when all the sinful activities are eradicated in your heart, then you are already liberated. So unlike the Mayavadis or impersonalists who do not have information about Krishna, who do not know how to serve Krishna, devotees of Krishna are not hankering to become free from all the material contamination just for a heck of being that. The goal is to be with Krishna. So when you are with Krishna, you're already liberated. You're already liberated because all the impurities are gone. Of course, it does not mean that we are artificially thinking, I'm chanting Hare Krishna and I'm liberated. You cannot artificially think like that. There is a whole process. And when you're chanting Hare Krishna, when you think of Krishna, you're already there with Krishna, you're already liberated. It does not mean we are oversimplifying the statement. We are not trying to oversimplify the statement by saying that. It is a factual statement. It is just that you have to go through the purificatory process. Initially, we are not chanting properly. When you chant properly without offenses, then you will come to a stage of liberation. In that liberated state of mind, the devotee is already with Krishna. So that devotee, wherever he is walking, he is carrying Vrindavan with him in his heart. That is why those devotees' feet, wherever it places, that place becomes Vrindavan and that place becomes worshipable. That is the point, number one. Now, apart from this, if a devotee is granted liberation, devotee has a choice to accept or not to accept also Krishna, but it's all based on what Krishna gives, the Atma, the soul. Krishna says, Antakalecha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. It's very simple sentence. At the time of death, you remember Krishna, you'll come to me. Now, there is a lot of choice. Just like your mother tells, you're hungry, food is ready, come and eat. Now, after you come to the kitchen, there's a lot of choice. You want to eat idli, you want to eat dosa, you want to eat that, everything. It's lunch, right? Because mother is kind, so many options are available. Here also, the big platter is there. There are 5 types of liberation. So you want to be very close to Krishna. That is called being an associate of Krishna. It's called Samipya. Samipya, liberation. Mukti. It's called Mukti. It's liberation. Of course, the lowest of all liberation is called Sayujya Mukti. Means for you just merge into the spiritual sky. You don't know anything else. There is no form, there is no interaction. You're just merging into that. And that kind of liberation for a devotee is called Kaivalyam Narakayate. Looks like hell. Even though this is the highest benefit a materialist or a demon can get. When Krishna was killing Kamsa, when Krishna was killing the demons, he was giving this type of liberation. He's not giving that type of liberation, which the other 4 we'll talk about. Right? So the first one is Samipya, means you can be an associate of the Lord. That's very rare. It's not easy. I mean, like you're always with the Lord. Samipya. This is one Samipya Mukti. Then there is Sarupya. You look exactly like Krishna. You look exactly like Krishna. You see everybody in the picture, they all have 4 arms. You cannot make out who is Krishna, who is not Krishna. But there is still some distinction. Like here Prabhupada explains, the chest, the hair on the chest of the body of the Lord, that a devotee does not have in Vaikuntha. So like that, there are small features, the Lord keeps it for himself, but all others can look exactly like that. That is Sarupya. He can grant you that also. You want that, you can take. It's all up to your intensity of your bhava, your how deeply your devotion is towards the Lord in a particular mood. According to that mood, to satisfy that mood, you can choose one of these things. Then it is Salokya. Salokya means you are on the same planet or very close to the Lord. It is very similar to Samipya. Obviously, Samipya and Salokya should be same. Yeah.
I think you are you're not sharing that screen. What we are seeing right now is the
Okay.
translation still. I think you are referring to
Oh,
something
yeah.
else.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
I
It is not
understood.
showing.
Yeah, okay. Now we are able to see what you're talking about.
Okay. Sorry.
No
So
problem.
this is Sarupya, which looks exactly same like the Lord.
Yeah, now we can see all the 4 next to the Lord.
Right.
You're talking about them.
Correct.
Okay.
See, all the other devotees look exactly like the Lord. But the difference is on the hair on the chest, that only the Lord has. And that hair on the Lord, that is one special feature which Venkateswara in Tirupati has. If you all know, maybe mostly most of you might be knowing that. He is the only deity who has that hair on the body.
And it grows, right?
And I don't know exactly it grows or if they cut it and they distribute as prasad. I'm not 100% sure about it, but I heard about it. So now this is Salokya, means you're on the same planet of the Lord. But of course, that is obviously when you are with the Lord, but you get to choose which planet you want to be. Like you want to serve Ramachandra, then you can go to Ayodhya Vaikuntha. Like that, you can choose wherever you want. Whichever planet you want, you can choose. That is Salokya. And Srashti means you have same opulence of the Lord. Generally, opulence is considered, all these 6 varieties are considered the opulence. And it will be exactly the same like the Lord. There will be no difference. And of course, The fifth one is Sayujya, and which is not aspired by the devotee. Now you'll see the difference is all the Vaishnavas know about all the five liberation, but the ones who come from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu line, what they are praying, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye, mama janmani janmanishware, bhavatad bhakti rahayituki tvayi. Ahayituki bhakti, if you can give me, you know what, I don't want liberation also. Mama janmani janmanishware. That means birth after birth after birth. I want that. What is that I want? Ahaituki bhakti. Uninterrupted, pure devotion is what I want. Why? Because they know that is the destination. Even though we spoke about three things, Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana, but for a devotee who's coming in the line of Lord Chaitanya, he is not thinking of a separate Prayojana. There is no separate destination. The destination itself is pure bhakti. How I can serve Krishna? How I can glorify Krishna in pure devotion? How I can spread this pure devotion to all the living entities? How I can distribute? And that is his ecstasy. That liberation I want, because he knows already I got all these liberation is already package deal. Everything is already included in it. And going beyond Vaikunta is what the Gaudiya Vaishnavas only actually promote. Even Sri Vaishnavas, even Madhva line, everybody, it is all restricted up to Vaikunta Loka. So to enter in beyond Vaikunta, to go to Goloka Vrindavan Dham is very, 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 very restricted chambers. It's not known. It's not known. And you are talking about the details of what is after going into Goloka Vrindavan, all those petals, all those activities, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Dhamma, all these qualities are we are talking about at that highest level. If I change now, it should change. Now, can you see this? Okay. So, first of all, to even navigate within this material world itself is mind-boggling. People cannot understand all the different layers of 14 layers of going through this. And if somebody is successful about it, then maximum he can understand what is Brahma Jyoti. That itself is a great feat. It is not ordinary to get into even Brahma Jyoti. Even though we are talking of Brahma Jyoti as Kaivalyam Narakayate as though very, very insignificant, because we have a higher topic to discuss, it does not mean to achieve Brahma Jyoti is something easy. That itself is very difficult. So when we talk about Brahma Jyoti itself is very, very insignificant, then what to talk about other planetary systems within this universe, like even Devi Dham, Mahesh Dham. So devotees are not even bothered about talking about these things. So when a presenter who is presenting Krishna consciousness to general public who are not well versed in this subject, when they don't talk about Shiva, Durga, ordinary Hindus get offended. They think, what is this people? They don't know anything about Shiva and Durga. They are so great personalities. Why they are not talking? It's not that we don't know. Everything is there. But of course, sometimes devotees also genuinely do not know. That's another thing. But everything is there. But this subject matter becomes very dim. To talk about material world, to talk about Virat Rupa, to talk about Mahesh Dham, to talk about all this material creation becomes very dim when you are talking about the biggest subject matter which is in front of you. Not even Vaikunta Lokas. We are talking about this particular topic, Goloka Vrindavan Dham, and that too you are dwelling into all these one petal. You can imagine that. So the first 8 petals are the Ashta Gopis, the 8 gopis. So like that. So like this, of course, Brahma himself is on a petal, lotus petal, which is of 1,000 petals. That's limited. Again, it's limited. But here, these petals keep increasing. Every day they keep increasing. And you cannot imagine what that means. That means that many devotees are constantly serving Krishna. In fact, not just all the Lakshmis, like you see all the, when Krishna, now there are different aspects of Krishna expanding himself. This is called Swamsha. Krishna himself is expanding as Vishnus, as Narayanas here. At each time he is expanding as one Narayana, they are all associated with one Lakshmi. So Lakshmi is his internal potency. Now all these Lakshmis are constantly looking how to serve Krishna. Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Sambhrama Sevyamanam. We read that sloka also, right? So imagine Krishna is so attractive even to the form of Lakshmis. So it's inconceivable potency this is. And here we are talking about Mathura Dham, Jagannath Puri Dham, and Dwarka Dham. All these dhams also we were talking about. And here they are definitely higher than, of course, when you say higher and lower, this is a material idea. There is no quality. Spiritually, they are all same. Spiritual quality is same. But it's the intensity, the mood, the ghada of prema is so intense that you cannot understand what is the intensity, variation of intensity means. So the devotees, the gopis are very, very special because of their intensity of their love for Krishna. That is the point there. Go back. Yeah. Premanjana chuhrita bhakti vilochanena Shanta sadaiva hrudayeshu vilokayanti Yam shama sundaram achintya gunaswarupam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is Shama Sundara Krishna himself, with inconceivable, innumerable attributes, whom the pure devotees see in their heart of hearts with the eye of devotion tinged with the salve of love. So how are they able to see all these qualities of the Lord? By Premanjana. Anjana means like a salve. So that is the process of Krishna consciousness, that we all are trying to cultivate this love for Krishna. So when devotees are describing Krishna, the forms of Krishna, everything, they are not a mental concoction. Like I feel something, I can see Krishna in this particular way, so I am imagining. No, all the devotees who have this gift, who have been blessed with prema, they are seeing the Lord exactly the same way. All the features, whenever everybody is describing, they are not describing differently. When Dhruva Maharaj saw Vishnu, the form of Krishna, he is not describing in one way, Brahma is describing in another way, Arjuna is describing in another way, or Kunti is describing in another way. No, it doesn't happen like that. They're all seeing the same Supreme Lord. So when you see the Supreme Lord tomorrow, you will also describe the same way. It's not that you have to by heart these slokas and then I'm describing Krishna. No. Right now, we do not understand anything. So that's why we are reading a definition. What is a definition of, just like you read, what is a definition of magnetic force? What is a definition of, some Newton's law? Like those definitions you are studying in physics. But later, when you become a great scientist, you don't need those definitions. You automatically understand how the law works. The same way, when you see Krishna, all these qualities, you will understand, oh, this is, even though you have learned before, but now you are able to see and witness, and then you will say it in your own words, and it will come exactly the same way. That's why you see later, you'll see Mukundamala Stotra, great devotees, Kulashekara, they have written all these, and they have written exactly the same way. Even though now Brahma is saying this, Ramadimurtishu kalani yamena tishtan nanavataramakaroda bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna swayam sambhavat paramapumanyo govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. See here, Krishna is talking about, so many incarnations are coming. Ramadimurtishu, etc. Meaning Rama, Krishna, like that, etc. Murtishu, Kala Niyamena Tishtan, in the order of the plenary portions. Nana Avataram. There are many, many, many varieties of Avataram. Not just only Dashavataram. People think only Dashavataram. No, there are many varieties of Avataram. But Krishna Swayam, but he is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. Personally, he appears Sambhavat Parama Pumanyo. So he is the original person. But how many ever are there incarnations? Actually, there's a beautiful chart here in the Goloka chart. We spoke about this in one class, actually. I don't know if you all remember. Look at this. This is Krishna, original personality. This is called Swayam Prakash. In Swayam Prakash, there is Prabhava and Vaibhava. There are two varieties again. And in Vaibhava, Tadekatma Rupam. Then there is Vilasha, Prabhava Vilasha. So, first, originally, Krishna expands as Balaram. That's the first expansion of himself. Then from Balaram, he expands into what is called as a quadruple expansion. Sankarshana, Aniruddha, Vasudeva, Pradyumna. These are the four quadruple expansions. And these four quadruple keep on expanding again. So again, not from Sankarshana, then Vaibhava Vilasha comes out. Then Narayana comes out from here. See, from each one of them, there will be a quadruple expansion again. And they are given a different name. From Vasudeva is called Keshava, Narayana, Madhava, Sankarshana, Govinda, Vishnu, Madhusudana, Pradyumna, Trivikrama, Vamana, Sridhara, Aniruddha, Rishikesha, Padmanabha, Dhamodara. These are first primary 12 expansions of Narayana. So when we put tilak, these 12 places of the body, we decorate our body with these 12 names of Krishna. So that's how you can recite and learn also. And then then the expansions continue, Adokshaja, Purushottama, Upendra. Now all these forms of the Lord, how they hold Shankha Chakra Gada Padma is again explained in detail. Then there is Swamsha. Within Swamsha, then there is Purusha Avatar. There are three types of Purusha Avatars we spoke about. Karanodasakaya, Garbhodasakaya, and Kshirodasakaya Vishnu. I hope I don't have to go into that. And then there is Avesha, that is Shakti Avesha Avatar. Then there is Leela Avatar. Here there are 25 avatars are mentioned in Bhagavatam, out of which 10 are written by Jayadev Goswami as a poetry. That's all. So that became popular and people are thinking Krishna means Dashavatar. Dashavatar means only 10 avatars of Vishnu. No, all these are avatars. Then there is Guna avatar, this Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. And Avesha means a Jiva is empowered with one of the qualities of the Lord completely. Like Vyasadeva is a complete literary incarnation of Krishna. The entire literature, whatever is needed for him to write, Krishna endowed one aspect of jnana, of knowledge, into Vyasadeva, and he is also Shakti Avesh Avatar. Narad Muni is a Shakti Avesh Avatar. Kapila Dev, all these examples are also Shakti Avesh Avatar. Now then there is a Yuga Avatar. For each Yuga, there is one Yuga Avatar. In Satya Yuga is white, Treta Yuga is red, Dwapar Yuga is dark blue, and Kali Yuga sometimes is black, sometimes he is yellow. And then there are Manvantara Avataras. There are 14 Manvantaras. In one day of Brahma, there are 14 Manvantaras. And these 14 are positions, as you can see here. So they keep repeating. So, full cycle of Brahma, there will be 1,000 cycles. So like that, you keep on changing. So these are all the avatars. Nana avataram. When you spoke just one word, Nana avataram, when he's saying all that is included in that. Let's go to the next one. And it's not moving. Doesn't want to go to the next.
He wants you to talk more.
Okay. Yasya prabha prabhavato jagadanda koti kotishvasesha vasudhadi vibhuti bhinnam tad brahma nishkalmanantam asesha bhutam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So, yasya prabhavata jagadanda kotim. See, how many koti? Koti means 1 crore crores. Can you imagine 1 crore crores? 1 crore is how many zeros? Seven zeros. So 14 zeros. 14 zeros you have to put. Right? All that. That many times he's coming, expanding. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, whose effulgence is a source of the non-differentiated Brahman mentioned in the Upanishads, being differentiated from the infinity of glories of the mundane universe, appears as invisible, indivisible, infinite, limitless truth. So you cannot actually count how many times Krishna is entering into all these millions of universes. And all that, for all that is only one source. And it is not that when he is entered into each one of this universe, he is broken into pieces. No, he is the same one Supreme Lord who has entered into all these multiple universes. So why Brahma is saying that? Because Brahma himself can see is one of that Brahma. That's all. Of those universes is only just one Brahma. Maya hiyasya jagadanda satani sute traigunyatat vishaya veda vitayamana sattva parasatva vishuddha sattvam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So basically the Vedas are actually explaining all these qualities of the Lord, and they are also explaining about the 3 modes of material nature, but he himself is beyond that. And you will find the Vedas are also one personality. Each one Veda is one personality. I don't know if you remember that from the Goloka chart I showed. You all remember that? You want me to show? Look at that. Who is sitting around the four corners, four sides of... you can see?
No,
You can
four
see that?
Dwarpalakas.
Yajurveda,
Okay.
Samaveda, Rigveda, and Atharva Veda. All four Vedas are around Golokadham. So they are personalities. They are not books. Somebody might think that, oh, Vyasadeva just wrote 4 books. No. They are 4 personalities.
He wrote about, means whatever the knowledge
Whatever
is in
Krishna,
them.
because this Shakti Avesh Avatar, whatever is needed for Vyasadeva to write, that much he has empowered him to write. But otherwise, these are all personalities describing about the Lord. So the Vedas are always describing the Lord. How are they describing the Lord? Because they themselves are constantly describing the Lord. So it's not some fictitious things that we are actually chanting. So whatever mantra you chant, it's great. But of course, what our goal is very specific here in Kali Yuga, because we have limited time, limited resource, limited everything. So we are saying, just chant Hare Krishna, everything is there in that. When we say that sentence, there are so much more detail inside, but those who care to learn, you can learn about. So I can stop here. I'll take any questions if you have. Otherwise, it can be an overload.
Yeah, it's already a overload, I think. For me only, it is an overload, I'm sure for everyone. We have to actually digest this. I think everyone has to hear the class again for us to actually digest whatever we've spoken.
You can see one petal.
Yeah. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Exactly.
All the
Hare
different.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
What I have understood is nothing like this Hare Rama, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. There are so many mantras. For example, Gayatri mantra or whichever Shivas or any mantras. Everything is in this Hare Krishna mantra only. We can achieve. Am I right?
Correct.
You can achieve more than that. Those mantras though is already there, but what you can achieve, that line you can see, right, which is going Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you can again show that. Yeah, you can see that line, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. This Mahamantra is taking you all the way up to Golok Vrindavan, which any other mantra will not go up to there. That is the point repeatedly we are telling. It is going all the way from this material world into the spiritual sky and into the Golok, up to Golok Vrindavan. It has the potency. पोटेंसी मतलब वो जो एरोप्लेन या जो उसका जो रॉकेट है उसमें इतनी पोटेंसी है कि वो आपको वहां तक लेकर जा सकता है. पर आपको अगर और कोई धाम में आपको रहना है, अयोध्या धाम में या और कोई धाम में रहना है, तो वहां पे भी रह सकते हो. आपको इस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में भी रहना है तो भी रह सकते हो. वो उसमें इतनी पोटेंसी है.
So this is the highest.
Exactly.
Nothing more than this.
The Gayatri mantra, which people generally talk about, is only up to here.
Whether it's Om Namah Shivaya or anything.
Anything.
Namah Shivaya
Om Namah Shivaya. See, when you chant Namah Shivaya, you cannot chant Namah Shivaya. You have to say Om Namah Shivaya. I told you several times. So Om, if somebody is only concentrating on Om, what it can take you is only up to here. Into the sky. No entry into the Vaikuntha Loka.
Acha.
Om also you can chant Om. Krishna talks about that in the Bhagavad Gita. I am of all the mantras, I am Omkara. Om is me only, Krishna says. But then, these are all secrets. So he will keep only up to here. Yeah, you came out of the material world, but you can stay only in the sky, spiritual
Okay.
sky. That's it. But no entry inside here.
वहीं तक का वीजा होगा.
Ah,
So only this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra will only take us above all this.
yes. Of course,
Yes.
all mantras of Vishnu, like Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva, all that will grant you any of the Vaikuntha lokas.
Mhm.
Any of the Vaikuntha lokas it will grant you. But if you want Goloka Vrindavan and you want to be like part of one of these associates of the Lord, look at this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where he is. This is this part, the central core. That is where Hare Krishna can take you.
So we
It
want
can
this.
take
No?
you.
So it is only Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Now some people can say, oh, these people are just promoting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. They can say like that. वैसे भी बोल सकते हैं कि भाई ये लोग हरे कृष्णा जप करते हैं, इसकी वजह से बोल रहे हैं, यहाँ पे जा सकते हैं. पर पॉइंट ये है कि हम नहीं कह रहे हैं, ये वेदास कह रहे हैं, ये ब्रह्मा जी कह रहे हैं, ये चैतन्य महाप्रभु खुद कह चुके हैं. उनका ये एक्चुअली आपको कौन दे सकता है? भगवान खुद जब चैतन्य महाप्रभु के वेश में आए थे, तब उन्होंने ये जो स्पेशल जो प्रेम है, प्रेम भक्ति जो है, वो इजीली हमको लभित की है. ऐसे ही नहीं मिलती है, इसके लिए भी हमको तपना पड़ेगा. ऐसे नहीं है कि भाई बहुत इजी है हरे कृष्ण जाप करना. कितने लोग कितने सालों तक करते हैं, फिर भी उनके अंदर काम क्रोध भी रहता है, वो भी एकदम प्योर नहीं है. करेक्ट है, इसको तपना पड़ेगा, हमको अपने आप को प्यूरिफाई करना पड़ेगा. जो
Even though it is
चीजें
told very easily, okay, just chant Hare Krishna. That to just chant Hare Krishna is not easy. That's the point.
Yes.
यस, यू हैव टू रियली सोच समझ के हमको जो 10 अपराध हैं उसको नहीं करना है, अपने ज्ञान को बढ़ाना है. अपने सबसे बड़ी बात जो मुझे ऐसे लगता है, सबसे पहले जो एनिमिटी, जो प्रहलाद महाराज पहले जो शिक्षा देते हैं, कहते हैं कि हमको हर एक पर्सन को, प्राणी को इक्वल देखना है.
Nirvairina.
निर्वैरिना, किसी को भी विथ मतलब
Enmity.
हेट्रेड, एनिमिटी
Enmity.
से नहीं देखना है. ये करना बहुत ही मुश्किल है.
Why? That is actually ABC. Number one, kindergarten lesson. That is. Why? Why? Because what is the first you learnt? I am not this body, I am Atma. If you learnt this, what is the result of your action? You are non-envious because you know they're all Atma only. They are my cadre only. That means if we have enmity, if you have hatred, that means you have not learnt lesson number one.
एंड सो फॉर सच पीपल ऐसे होता है, ऐसे लोग भी हैं जो चैंट कर रहे हैं, पर वो लोग व्हाट इज इट कॉल्ड, रागा द्वेषा, ये दो चीज जो है वो हमारे अंदर नहीं होनी चाहिए. रागा मीन्स अटैचमेंट एंड द्वेषा मीन्स
Hatred.
हेट्रेड. ये दो चीजें नहीं होनी चाहिए हमारे अंदर.
Why? Because this is the nature of mind. I always tell what is mind easily, how you can remember. Mind can do only two things. Like, dislike, like a switch button, on, off. Switch cannot do more than this. So that means you are on the platform of mental platform. When you are always wanting, I like this, I don't like this. I like this, I don't like this. That means where are you? Not on spiritual platform. You are on mental platform. That is why Krishna is saying you have to be beyond raga dvesha. Sometimes I like this, sometimes. So that is how you learn whatever you are growing from one stage to another stage. That's how you see it. It's not easy. It's very hard process.
तो कई बार हम कोई डिवोटीज जो लेक्चर करते हैं, उनको भी हम देखते हैं और हमको नजर आता है कि कैसे है ये इतना लेक्चर देते हैं, पर ये इनके अंदर ऐसे हैं. तो यही समझना है कि जब
the assumption is they are thinking when somebody is wearing the dress of a sadhu, वो पहुंच चुका है, he has reached the destination. They are thinking like that. That's a false assumption. It's just that they are in a hospital. Hospital में क्या होता है? You will see
बीमार लोग
disease
आते हैं.
only. You'll see disease. But the difference is they are under treatment. They are taking treatment. Very soon the disease will go away. That is all.
हमको एक्चुअली डिजीज्ड से, हमको पर्सन से नहीं, यू शुड नॉट, डिजीज्ड जो होते हैं उनसे हमें नहीं द्वेष रखना चाहिए. उनके अंदर जो डिजीज है उससे, जो पर्सन है उसके अंदर नहीं, उनके अंदर का जो बुरा जो क्वालिटी है वो हमको देखना चाहिए और सोचना चाहिए कि मैं अपने आप को कैसे प्यूरिफाई करूं कि मेरे अंदर ऐसी टाइप की थिंकिंग मेंटालिटी ना हो. ये हमें देखना है. हम दूसरों को देखते हैं क्योंकि सब लोग एक्चुअली, जैसे हम लोग हैं, हम लोग भी परफेक्ट नहीं है, हमारे अंदर भी कई गलतियां हैं. इसकी वजह से तो हम इस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में हैं, पर हम समझते हैं कि हमको प्यूरिफाई करना है अपने आप को. हमको ये राग और द्वेष के चक्कर से बाहर निकलना है. हमको इस मटेरियल जो माइंड है उसके अंदर नहीं रहना है. हमको ऊपर उठना है उससे, इस तरह से. सो दिस इज एन आंसर टू अंजू शर्मा. उनके प्रश्न का उन्होंने मुझे बताया था एक्चुअली ये क्वेश्चन. एक्चुअली हर नेम इज शिवानी. हरे कृष्णा अंजू शर्मा, यू कैन अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ नाउ.
हाँ, हरे कृष्णा.
हरे कृष्णा. आपका नाम वापस से बताइए. शिवन्या है. शिवन्या करेक्ट.
शिवन्या.
हाँ, तो आपका क्या प्रश्न है? आप हरे कृष्णा, आपका प्रश्न का उत्तर मिला आपको? आपके पीछे बहुत आवाज आ रही है, बट इट्स ओके.
एक्चुअली पापा जी बात कर रहे हैं, उनको बोल नहीं सकती.
आप दूसरे थोड़ा दूर हट सकते हैं उनसे थोड़ा. हाँ.
पापा जी 2 मिनट मैं बात करूँ, बाद में बात कर लें. 2 मिनट. हाँ, हरे कृष्णा.
हरे कृष्णा बोलिए.
हाँ, मेरा एक्चुअली 2 क्वेश्चन है. फर्स्ट इज कि हम लोग जैसे मतलब अभी हम लोग तो स्टार्टिंग है, मतलब स्टार्टिंग से भी स्टार्टिंग है, एक माला भी अभी तक होती नहीं है हमसे. तो हम लोग जब सीनियर डिवोटी को देखते हैं या उनकी गीता सुनते हैं या भागवत सुनते हैं या फिर जनरली भी इस्कॉन के जो लोगों को देखते हैं या नॉट इस्कॉन जो कुछ भी भक्ति कर रहे हैं, जो नाम जप कर रहे हैं, तो हमें लगता है कि हम इनको फॉलो कर रहे हैं, हम इनको आइडियल मान रहे हैं, राइट, कि हमें कहीं ना कहीं इनकी तरह करना है. पर जब उनके अंदर देखते हैं ना कि वो भी अच्छे से बात नहीं करते हैं, वो भी ना ऐसे दूसरे भगवान जी को गलत बोलते हैं, और वो जैसे मैंने कल किसी का सुना था, उनको ना एक ने कुछ पूछा तो वो क्या बोलते हैं, जाओ भगवान कृष्णा के पास जाओ, उनसे आंसर लो. दिस इज राइट वे?
नहीं, ये सही नहीं है.
See, the thing is, he doesn't know. He probably doesn't have an answer, so he does not know how to react. So he just, I said, bol diya. So he doesn't want to get hurt. He doesn't want to show his ignorance. He doesn't want to show his ignorance. See, if your devotee is humble, ho sakta hai. Maybe he knows, maybe he doesn't know. I cannot judge him. But if a devotee is humble, you can tell there is nothing wrong in telling, I don't know the answer. It is fine, finished. But as a learner, when you are learning, what happens? We have teachers from the beginning of our life. Many, many teachers are there. Just like when you are small, your father and mother are teaching something at home. But then very soon they think, no, my child should go to school. Then at school, you have another teacher. But then after school, you only know that I should go to college. Now you have a professor. Now, it does not mean because you have changed the teachers, the old teacher is bad or the new teacher is better. शायद हो सकता है that professor also doesn't know fully. He knows whatever he knows, he's teaching you. Like that, in spiritual life also, you are learning different things from different people. But they are not on the absolute platform like an acharya. That position is very reserved for a Shuddha Bhakta. That type of person is Prabhupada, who can actually handhold you and take you back to Vaikuntha, back to Krishna, and hand over your soul to Krishna. That person is very special. वो एक ही हो सकता है. Just like a wife or a girl, when she marries, the same example, she is married to a husband, one person only. At the same time, when she is married, then there are so many others who are related to the husband. All the other men, she is having a relation, like father-in-law is there, brother-in-law is there, all the other men also she is having relation, correct? But that relation is different from the husband's relation. Agreed?
मतलब कि उनको भी उतना
नहीं, let me, she cannot understand very, I'll explain to her the same point. हाँ, तो प्रभु जी क्या कहने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि हम कितने ही भक्तों को हम सुनते हैं, अगर हम उनको सोचते हैं कि वो अभी ऑलरेडी परफेक्ट हो गए, क्योंकि हम जब सुनते हैं किसी को तो हम ये अज्यूम करते हैं, हम ये सोचते हैं कि वो ऑलरेडी बहुत अच्छे भक्त हैं और उनको सब कुछ आता है, ये हमारा अजम्पशन रहता है. तो उसको क्लियर करने के लिए प्रभु बोल रहे हैं कि सिर्फ एक गुरु है, वो है प्रभुपाद, क्योंकि वो शुद्ध भक्त ही वो पोजीशन ले सकते हैं. और शुद्ध भक्त कैसे होते हैं? जो हमारा हाथ भगवान के हाथ में दे सके. जब हमारी मृत्यु होती है, जब हमारी आत्मा जब निकलती है इस शरीर से, तो उसको जो है, वो जो सोल है, आत्मा है, उसको पकड़ के भगवान के हाथ में देना, वो एक शुद्ध भक्त का काम है, वो आचार्य कर सकते हैं. तो उनका जो दर्जा है वो और किसी को हम नहीं दे सकते हैं. उसको एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए प्रभु बता रहे हैं, जैसे कोई एक लड़की है, वो अगर शादी करती है तो उसके जो पति हैं, उनका एक उनके साथ एक संबंध है, not only physical but also on a different level, you know that वो उनके हस्बैंड है तो वो उनको रिस्पेक्ट करती है उस हिसाब से. पर घर में जो और सदस्य हैं और रिलेटिव्स हैं या फ्रेंड्स हैं हस्बैंड के, उन सबको वो रिस्पेक्ट करती है, पर वो रिस्पेक्ट जो अपने पति को करती है वो अलग कैटेगरी का रिस्पेक्ट है. तो उसी तरह से जो शुद्ध भक्त है, जैसे प्रभुपाद है, उनको वो हमारे गुरु हैं और उनकी रिस्पेक्ट हम और सब डिवोटीज को नहीं दे सकते हैं. जैसे हम हैं, हम भी प्योर नहीं है, हमारे अंदर भी कोई मिस्टेक्स हैं, तो हम भी इस जैसे आप कोई हॉस्पिटल में जाते हो, हॉस्पिटल में वो लोग को एक दवाई दी जाती है कि वो लोग सब ठीक हो जाए. उसी तरह से हम इस प्रोसेस कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस, मैं इसको नहीं कहूंगी, मैं कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस का प्रोसेस जो है, जो प्रभुपाद ने हमें दिया है, उसको जो लोग एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, वो सब ये दवाई जो प्रभुपाद ने दी है, जो चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने दी है, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र, और जो हमें बताया गया है जो चीजें करने के लिए, अगर हम वो सब पालन कर रहे हैं, तो हम एक हॉस्पिटल में जैसे दवाई ले रहे हैं, तो कोई है जो अच्छी तरह से दवाई लेता है, कोई कभी लेता है कभी नहीं लेता है, कोई सही से पालन कर रहा है, कोई नहीं कर रहा है. तो डिपेंड करता है उसके हिसाब से कि उसका रिजल्ट क्या आएगा. तो अगर आप बहुत श्रद्धा से, बहुत अच्छी तरह से आप जो 10 मैंने जो आपको एक्सप्लेन किए थे, 10 जो अपराध होते हैं वो नहीं कर रहे हैं, और और जो बाकी सब चीजें हैं वो आगे मैं आपको एक्सप्लेन करती रहूंगी, तो वो सब जो है आप अगर कर रहे हो तो आपका प्रोग्रेस जो है वो बहुत फास्ट होगा. तो मैं ये नहीं कहती हूँ, मैं जज नहीं, इसी ऑन दिस पॉइंट फिर मैं उन जिनसे आपने सुना है उनको मैं जज भी नहीं कर सकती हूँ, क्योंकि वो एक अपराध हो जाएगा. तो मैं जज नहीं करती हूँ, पर मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी कि मैं प्रभुपाद को ही अपना परफेक्ट गुरु जो मानती हूँ, मैं उन्हीं को ही रखूं उस दर्जे पे, सबको उस दर्जे पे ना रखें हम.
ओके ओके ओके, आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि मतलब हाँ हम समझे, मतलब हमें उनको सुनना चाहिए, पर हमें ये सोच के नहीं सुनना चाहिए कि दे आर करेक्ट या फिर दे आर
नॉट करेक्ट. नो, अगेन
करेक्ट इज नॉट वर्ड. सो मतलब वो भी प्रोसेसिंग में, मतलब वो भी प्रोसेसिंग में, वो भी कर ही रहे हैं. जैसे हम लोग बिल्कुल बिगिनर हैं, वो लोग थोड़ा एडवांस है, पर दे आर आल्सो पाथ कि वो चल रहे हैं, वो भी कर.
एक और बात है कि भाई हम लोग जब हम इस प्रोसेस में आए हैं, हमने कुछ ना कुछ तो अपने किया है, जिसकी वजह से भगवान की कृपा से, परमात्मा की कृपा से हमें भक्तों के साथ हमें जोड़ा गया है। तो हमने ऐसे भी नहीं है कि हमने कुछ तो किया है, भगवान की कभी ना कभी तो भक्ति करी है। तो इसकी वजह से हमको ये भगवान ने प्रोसेस दिया है ताकि हम भगवान के पास वापस से जा सकें। अंडरस्टैंड ना? तो हम चाहे, जैसे आपने भी ओम नमः शिवाय का पाठ बहुत करते हो, तो मैं नहीं सोच सकती हूँ कि आप लोअर है या मैं हायर हूँ। हम ये जो कंपैरिजन का जो एक और पॉइंट जो प्रहलाद महाराज कहते हैं कि जो कंपैरिजन का जो पॉइंट है ना, ये एक डिमोनियक यानी कि जो
राक्षस गुण,
राक्षस प्रभाव है। ये राक्षस जो है ना, वो इस तरह से कंपेयर करते हैं। तो हमें कंपेयर नहीं करना चाहिए एक दूसरे को कि मैं कहाँ हूं, मैं ऐसे भी सोचना कि मैं इतने सालों से कर रही हूं तो मैं आपसे बेटर हूं, ये सोचना भी मेरा गलत है, क्योंकि किसी को नहीं पता हम किस लेवल पे हैं। वो जो डिसीजन है वो कृष्णा के हाथ में है। कृष्णा को पता है हम सब कहाँ हैं। दैट्स ओके, हम जहां हैं वहां से हम चल रहे हैं टूवर्ड्स कृष्णा। इस हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जो रस्सी है, इसको हम पकड़ रहे हैं अच्छी तरह से, और प्रभुपाद के जो चरण हैं उनको कभी ना छोड़ें, क्योंकि वही हमारे एक सहारा है, जिसके थ्रू हम इस हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र को लेकर हम वापस वैकुंठ जा सकते हैं, गोलोक को जा सकते हैं।
और हमें उन्हें या उनके भक्तों को बोलिए, आप बोलिए।
हाँ, all you can learn from anybody. You can learn from
दिस इज माय
anybody.
आल्सो क्वेश्चन कि हम सुन सकते हैं, हमें उनके बारे में, क्योंकि अभी मैं गीता क्लास कर रही हूँ, मैं ट्राई कर रही हूँ जितना अच्छे से कर पाऊँ, तो मतलब वो सुनना है, क्योंकि किसी न किसी तो से शुद्ध भक्त से हमें सुनना ही है ना। अपने आप से तो हमें पता नहीं चलेगा। हमें सुनना चाहिए, हमें बिना कोई जजमेंट के, बिना कोई ये सोचे कि हम वो क्या कर रहे हैं क्या नहीं कर रहे, वो भी बीइंग ह्यूमन है, उनका भी अपना एक प्रोसेस।
बराबर, because मरीज को देखने से there are two things you can see. One is the disease, one is the medicine. You are seeing the medicine is taking, then even if there is disease चलता है, or the disease will go away.
उनके लिए प्रे कर सकते हैं। अगर हमारे मन में कुछ ऐसा आया कि उन्होंने ऐसे सही नहीं किया है, तो परमात्मा हमारे हृदय के अंदर भी है, उनके हृदय में भी है। तो हम अपने जो परमात्मा है उनको हम प्रे कर सकते हैं, प्रभुपाद को प्रे कर सकते हैं, शायद उनको वो गाइड कर सके कि हमें ये लगता है कि इस तरह से नहीं, वो बस आप कर सकते हो। और वहां पे आप किसी के लिए प्रे करना वो बेटर है, ना कि हम उनके बारे में ऐसे जज करना। वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड।
मैंने उनको जज नहीं किया था, मैंने आपसे पूछा था कि
ऐसा, आई नो आप जज नहीं कर रहे थे, आप थोड़ा डिस्टर्ब हो गए कि इस तरह से कैसे वो बोल सकते हैं।
एक्चुअली हमारी भक्ति भी हमें आगे बढ़ानी है, तो हमारे दिमाग में क्या आता है, ये इतने सालों से कर रहे हैं फिर भी ऐसे कर रहे हैं, तो फिर हम कैसे कर रहे हैं, हम भी ऐसे कितना साल करेंगे, मतलब हमारे अंदर भी क्या आएगा।
करेक्ट,
हम लोग भी जब भक्ति करते तो
sometimes what happens, we live in this world, अभी सोशल मीडिया ऐसा हो गया, जिसका मैक्सिमम फॉलोअर्स है 1 million 10 million फॉलोअर्स है, we think oh he is very popular, that means he should be very advanced. ऐसा हम एक टैग सोचते हैं,
बना लेते हैं।
हाँ, सोच लेते हैं ऐसा, बट ये सही नहीं है। वो शायद हो सकता है, मे भी नहीं हो सकता है, just because he knows how to tweak little social media and you can become a big following you have, it doesn't mean you are advanced in bhakti.
Okay, मतलब हमें हमारा
बोलिए,
मतलब हमें हमारा मेंटल रखना चाहिए। एक्चुअली मैं मेंटली बार बार जब किसी को, मैं सिर्फ कल वाली बात को नहीं, मैं बहुत दिन से देख रही थी, मतलब नॉट इस्कॉन या हरे कृष्णा, मैं और भी बहुत को देख रही थी कि जो बहुत सालों से पूजा करते हैं, बहुत सालों से नाम जप कर रहे हैं या पाठ करते हैं, गीता जी उन्होंने कितनी बार की है, फिर भी उनके अंदर ना बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें होती है। तो मेरे मन में बार बार एक क्वेश्चन आता था, उसी की वजह से मैंने इस्कॉन को ये थोड़ा सर्च करना भी शुरू किया था कि ऐसा क्यों है, इतने सालों से मतलब ये लोग कर रहे हैं, मैंने देखा है सालों से, मतलब लगातार बहुत साल से करते हैं, गीता जी पाठ कर रहे हैं, भागवत भी आती है, फिर भी उनके मन में ऐसा है, ये ऐसा क्यों होता है? अब मुझे क्वेश्चन मिल गया कि हमें उन पे जज नहीं करना चाहिए, वो अपनी एक प्रोसेस पे है, हमें अपना प्रोसेसिंग देखना है, हम कितना अच्छे से कर सकते हैं वो हमारा है, और उनसे
वेरी
अच्छी
गुड।
अच्छी चीजें उनसे अच्छी अच्छी चीजें सीखनी चाहिए, बस।
हाँ।
दो तरह
Thank
के,
you.
हाँ, एक और क्वेश्चन, एक और पॉइंट में बोलना चाहती हूँ कि जब हम चैंटिंग करते हैं तो चैंटिंग जो है, जैसे हमने एक बीज डाला अपने हृदय के अंदर, भक्ति का बीज डाला, तो भक्ति का जब हम बीज डालते हैं, उसको जो पानी है वो हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र का जप है। जब हम चैंटिंग करते हैं तो उसके साथ ही साथ बीज भी निकलता है, फ्रैक्टिफाई होता है, और लता निकलती है, भक्ति लता निकलती है। पर उसके साथ ही साथ ना ये जो बुरे गुण है ना, वो भी वहां पे, क्योंकि हमारे हृदय के अंदर तो ये सब बहुत ही है, ये सब जो बुरी चीजों के जो बीज है ना, वो अंदर तो हमारे हृदय के अंदर, क्योंकि हम इस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में वो सब है ही। तो जब हम चैंटिंग करते हैं तो उनको भी पानी मिलता है, और अगर वो नहीं भी चाहे ना, तो ये सारे बीज भी जो बुरे बीज है, काम क्रोध लोभ मोह, उसके बीज भी फ्रक्टिफाई होते हैं। अगर हम एज अ डिवोटी ध्यान ना दे तो ये जो बीज है ये और जो जड़ पकड़ लेंगे, और ये जो भक्ति की लता है ना, उसे ही खराब कर देंगे।
उसके लिए क्या करना चाहिए?
I'll give you
उसके लिए
another example.
उसके लिए हमें क्या करना चाहिए, व्हिच इज आस्किंग पर्टिकुलरली, लेट मी कंप्लीट। तो उसके लिए हमें क्या करना चाहिए, जब हमारे हृदय के अंदर इस तरह के प्राइड या हमारे को मोह और अहंकार ऐसी सब चीजें आ रही है, तो हमें बहुत ध्यान से देखना है अपने आप को। जैसे हम क्या करते हैं, जब हम दूसरे के ऊपर उंगली मारते हैं तो हम ये 3 उंगलियां अपने ऊपर मार रहे हैं ना, तो इसको मारने के बजाय हम चारों की चारों अपने तरफ करें। डोंट पॉइंट अदर्स, अपनी तरफ देखो कि मैं क्या कर रहा हूं। तो हम लोग अगर अपनी तरफ देखेंगे तो हम इन सब चीजों को, जैसे ही वो उग रही है ना, उसको एसोसिएट करना बंद कर दें। जैसे ही हम एसोसिएट करना बंद कर देंगे, अपने आप को हम्बल, यानी कि कोई अगर कुछ कहता है तो हम सुन लें और उसको हम रिएक्ट ना करें, और आहिस्ते आहिस्ते हमको
water the weeds.
हाँ, उसको वाटर ना करें। जैसे हम चैंटिंग कर रहे हैं, तो जब हम चैंटिंग कर रहे हैं तो हम प्रे करें कि इन सब चीजों का नाश हो जाए, ये सब चीजों का नाश हो जाए, और जो भक्ति की जो लता है
Watering means to maintain. Watering means you're accepting them and you're saying it's okay, I can pour little more water. कुछ नहीं होता है. But that's the food you're giving. So the weed also will get strength. Oh, bal mil jayega. So when you want to chant, when you want to remove the weed, you don't water. What does that mean? You have to identify the weed and you should not do whatever is making it grow. That is not watering. And also the second technique is to do ishtagosh. Means you have to reveal your mind to other devotees in the association of other devotees, so that by exposing, just like keti karte hai na, you dig more. That means the root of that weed is exposed. Then the root will die. The weed will die. So how do you expose the bad things? By exposing your mind in confidence to other devotees, in the association of other devotees. Then the dirty thoughts or whatever things which are bad for your spiritual growth, they will die.
So, but you need to have a communication with devotees who don't judge you also.
Correct.
So make sure you have a good, अगर कभी आपको हमारे साथ बात करनी है तो we are always free, and you feel anybody else, अगर आपको मिलते हैं कोई devotees, तो उनसे भी आप बात कर सकते हो और अपने माइंड को रिवील, क्योंकि जब आप रिवील करते हो ना, तो सामने वाला पर्सन ऐसा होना चाहिए जो आपको जज ना करे। वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। अगर वो मैच्योर डिवोटी होना चाहिए जो आपको जज ना करे। अगर वो जज करेगा तो वो आपके लिए और भी खराब है। तो इस तरह से यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल। बट आई थिंक वो पॉइंट को हमने क्लियर कर दिया। आपको एक और पॉइंट था क्या? आपको एक और पॉइंट था?
जैसे ज्यादातर हम सबका सुनते हैं, जैसे अभी के लिए, अभी जैसे इस्कॉन को ही मान लो एक बार के लिए, सबको सुनते, तो उनका मतलब है कि एक सिर्फ कृष्णा को मानो और सबको आप छोड़ते जाओ धीरे धीरे। ये मैंने सबके मुंह से सुना है, सब जितने मैं यूट्यूब में सुन रही हूँ। तो जैसे अभी के लिए मैं करती हूँ, मैं महामंत्र जाप भी मैंने स्टार्ट किए, गीता जी, पर मैं ऑल्सो मैं सभी को लेके चल रही हूँ, बल्कि महादेव जी हो, दुर्गा माँ हो या गणेश जी हो, तो दैट्स नॉट पाप, मतलब ऐसा नहीं है ना कि पाप है।
Everybody has their relation, but the original connection is with Krishna. That's the same example again. The original relation is with your husband, then all others have father-in-law, mother-in-law, in correct relationship होता है।
हाँ, उनको हायर पॉइंट मान के सबको मानना है, पर ज्यादातर से सबसे बात करते हैं, सुनते हैं, या किसी का भी सुनते हैं, सबका ये कहना है कि औरों को एकदम मतलब हटा दो, वो है ही नहीं, सिर्फ आप सिर्फ कृष्ण को।
आप हटा नहीं सकते हैं, आपको हस्बैंड एक बार यू आर मैरिड, सबको हटा नहीं सकते हैं, यू आर मैरिड इनटू द फैमिली, like that when you married Krishna, then you are into Krishna's family. Krishna's family, all these things are a part of Krishna. Like how you can see here, Lord Shiva is playing the most important role, and is in the top of the entire material creation. देखो,
हाँ, वही महादेव जी के लिए ही बोल रहे थे कि मतलब उनको साथ रखना है।
ये सदाशिव लोक है, इज अ टॉप मोस्ट, बियॉन्ड ब्रह्मलोक के ऊपर है वो।
तो और एक मैं पॉइंट बोल रही हूँ, जैसे हम कहते हैं फर्स्ट जो ऑफेंस है वो है जो भी डिवोटीज हैं या जो भी भक्त हैं उनको हम उनका अनादर ना करें। तो ये सारे भी जैसे माता हैं, जैसे शिव शंभू है, या जो भी सारे देवता गण हैं, वो सब भी तो भगवान के इस गवर्नमेंट, भगवान का गवर्नमेंट चल रहा है ना, ये पूरा यूनिवर्स एक गवर्नमेंट की तरह है ना, तो उसके अंदर उनका पार्ट है और वो भगवान की सेवा कर रहे हैं। अगर आप उस तरह से उनको देखते हैं, वो कोई गलत नहीं है, इनफैक्ट आपको वैसे उनको देखना है, उनका अनादर नहीं करना है। अगर आप अनादर कर रहे हो तो वो फर्स्ट ऑफेंस है, वो जिसको नहीं करना है। खाली इस्कॉन के डिवोटीज को ही नहीं, हमको हर एक प्राणी को, एक्चुअली किसी का भी अनादर नहीं करना चाहिए। देवी देवताओं की तो बात है ही, पर अदरवाइज ऑल्सो इवन कोई एनिमल है, कोई भी है, वही हमें कृष्ण भगवान बताते हैं ना, जो एक प्योर, जो एक संत होता है, एक प्योर डिवोटी होता है, वो क्या करता है, वो सबको एक ही दृष्टि से देखता है। वो हमें एक दृष्टि लेकर आनी है अपने अंदर।
बट टू द अदर पॉइंट, to think Devi Devata and Narayana are on the same level, वो भी अपराध है,
वो भी एक अपराध है, करेक्ट।
पर ये अभी हमारे लिए मानना, मतलब सच्ची बता रही हूँ मैं, किसी को मतलब गलत नहीं, पर अभी हमारे लिए मानना इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल कि महादेव जी बराबर नहीं है। हमारे लिए क्या है, अभी तक मैं इतने सालों तक मानती आ रही हूँ कि महादेव जी सुप्रीम, मतलब मैंने कभी उनकी ये नहीं
देखा है ना,
कि
इस चार्ट में भी आप देख रहे हैं ये सुप्रीम है, मगर if you are talking in reference to the material creation, he is supreme, उसमें गलत नहीं है, मगर इससे भी ज्यादा स्पिरिचुअल सीक्रेट्स है। ये ब्रह्मांड के ऊपर है, अतीत है ये वैकुंठ धाम, ये वैकुंठ लोक के अतीत भी है गोलोक धाम, मगर when we are saying अतीत, इससे भी सुप्रीम है, मतलब इसको नीचे नहीं दिखा रहे। When we are talking about Goloka Dham, we are not talking less about Vaikuntha. When we are talking about Vaikuntha, we are not talking less about Brahma Jyoti. We are not talking about Brahma Jyoti, we are not talking less about Shiva. No, we are not. We are just trying to show you there are inner chambers of secrets. You understand, when you enter into one secret chamber, after that you open another door, another loka will open for you. Like that you keep opening, entering into more and more secrets. You get the point?
आपको समझ में आ रहा है प्रभु क्या बता रहे हैं? प्रभु बता रहे हैं कि हम नहीं कह रहे हैं कि शिव जी जो है वो सुप्रीम नहीं है, वो सुप्रीम है इस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड जो है ना, उसके सुप्रीम है, करेक्ट है वो बात। पर अगर हम सोचें कि शिव जी और भगवान विष्णु वो इक्वल है, एक्चुअली उन दोनों को इक्वल भी नहीं समझना है और उनको इक्वल भी नहीं समझते हैं, उन दोनों का तो रिलेशन बहुत ही डिफरेंट है।
नहीं, इधर देखो, गुण अवतार में हम बोलते हैं, ये करेक्ट है, विष्णु विष्णु का अंश है, ये आवेश अवतार है, एक गुण अवतार है, इसको बोलते हैं स्वांश, दे आर स्वांश। इसमें भी बहुत अलग वेराइटीज ऑफ एक्सपेंशंस होते हैं। सो टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस वैरायटी इज अ वेरी डीप सीक्रेट। सो ये स्वयं प्रकाश एक होता है, स्वयं प्रकाश, प्रभाव एंड वैभव। So we are talking about a very select feature of the Lord, which you cannot grasp initially, which is okay. But to understand that Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva is one category of avatar of Vishnu, of Krishna, which is correct. But it is not complete. It's not complete understanding, but it's okay at this point. You just understand they're all one. It's good.
ठीक है, आई थिंक आपको थोड़ा सा समझ में आया, पर आगे आगे जैसे जैसे आप चैंटिंग करोगे ना, आपका जो डाउट्स है वो अपने आप ही क्लियर होगा। हम वापस में भी बात कर सकते हैं इसके बारे में, एंड यू कैन क्लियर योर डाउट्स मोर ऑल्सो। सो
थैंक यू, हरे कृष्णा।
वेलकम, हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा। थैंक यू टू योर फादर, उन्होंने हमें बात करने दिया। थैंक यू, हरे कृष्णा।
थैंक यू,
धन्यवाद उनको। और किसी को कोई प्रश्न है, कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं? हमारा क्लास आज लंबा हो गया है, वी ट्राई टू फिनिश इट अर्ली। कोई कुछ कहना चाहते हैं?
హరే కృష్ణ మాతాజీ, చాలా బాగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశారు మాతాజీ.
ప్రభు చాలా బాగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశారు. ఇట్స్ వెరీ వెరీ
ప్రభు
నైస్.
ఇంగ్లీష్ లో బాగా చెప్పారు, మీరు హిందీలో చాలా బాగా చెప్పారు.
నేర్చుకుంటున్నాను కొంచెం కొంచెం.
రెండు బాగా అర్థమైనాయి. హరే కృష్ణ,
హరే కృష్ణ.
Very well explained.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We just want to have this one-on-one conversations also. किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम है, कुछ नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, तो आप एक्चुअली हमें फोन करिए, हमें मैसेज करिए। जैसे ये अंजू माता जी हैं, उनका एक्चुअली नाम शिवान्य है, वो मेरे साथ बात करते रहते हैं। तो उस तरह से जब हम बात करते रहेंगे तो आपके डाउट्स जो होंगे ना, वो सब क्लियर होते जाएंगे। क्योंकि डाउट्स जो है एक वॉल की तरह है। जैसे हम चल रहे हैं ना, तो हमारे मन में अगर डाउट है ना, तो हम आगे नहीं बढ़ सकते हैं। वो एक वॉल की तरह खड़े रह जाएंगे हमारे आगे, तो हम मूव नहीं कर पाएंगे। तो कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस में ऑब्स्टिकल हो जाता है। एक एक डाउट छोटा आपको लगे छोटा है, पर उसको छोटा ना समझिए, उसको क्लियर करना ही हमारा काम है, और हम करते रहें तो अच्छा है। तो हमारी जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग है ना, वो क्लियर होती जाएगी। जैसे हम लोग अगर कोई वीडियो शूट करें, कोई फोटो शूट करें, तो उसको क्लैरिफाई करते हैं ना, क्लियर करते हैं, राइट, उसको लेंस के द्वारा। तो उसी तरह से हम जो देख रहे हैं उसको हम क्लियर करते रहेंगे, तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा।
I can tell one example for offenses.
Yeah.
You asked, no, somebody is practicing so much and they are not changing, their habits are not changing. You cannot see any significant result. Just like, for example, somebody learned mathematics tables wrong. Let's say 2 into 2 is 4, but he's learned 2 into 2 is 5. Or somewhere something he learned 7 into 8 is some 54. Some wrong number he learned. Now you give him how many ever times you give him problems, he will solve and he'll put the wrong answer. All the time, every time it will come wrong answer only. How many ever times you give that exercise, he will give you wrong answer only all the time. But looks like he's doing lot of problem solving. But he's doing so many things. But every time wrong answer ही आ रहा है, मतलब वो शुद्ध भक्ति का effect नहीं आ रहा है, क्योंकि originally जो mistakes है ना, वो mistakes नहीं, he is not dara, he is not learnt it. Like that, these 10 offenses are like the original mistakes. And these mistakes, you keep on, you don't correct those mistakes and you keep on chanting, but all the time the result is coming wrong because the original is wrong.
बिकॉज आपको मैं हिंदी में बोलती हूँ, तो जो ये 10 जो ऑफेंसेस हैं जो हमें नहीं करनी है, अगर हम उन ऑफेंसेस को करते रहेंगे तो उसका ये मतलब है कि हमारी जो बेसिक मिस्टेक जो हमने इस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में हम क्यों आए, इन 10 ऑफेंसेस की वजह। वन मेन ऑफेंस तो ये है कि हम इंजॉय करना चाहते हैं, वो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है। तो ये जो बाकी जो 10 जो ये ऑफेंसेस हैं, ये सब उनके रिलेटेड ही हैं। अगर हम उसको वहां पे क्रक्स पे रूट पे हमने उसको ठीक नहीं किया और हम चैंटिंग करते जा रहे तो हमारा रिजल्ट क्या होगा? क्योंकि हमने उसको बेस पे ही उसको नहीं चेंज किया है, तो हमारा रिजल्ट भी वैसे ही आएगा और हम बढ़ नहीं पाएंगे। तो इसकी वजह से बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि जितना जल्दी हो सके इन 10 ऑफेंसेस को हम कम करते जाएं अपनी लाइफ में। अगर हमारा गोल, अगर हमारा प्रयोजना, जैसे प्रभु बता रहे थे, प्रयोजना ये है कि हमें शुद्ध भक्ति चाहिए, और शुद्ध भक्ति के लिए हमें शुद्ध भक्ति करनी है। इट इज लाइक दैट। प्रयोजना और अभिधेय दोनों एक ही है, क्योंकि शुद्ध भक्ति चाहिए आपको, तो आपको शुद्ध भक्ति करनी है। और शुद्ध भक्ति कैसे करेंगे? जब हम ये 10 ऑफेंसेस को, अपराधों को हम अपनी जिंदगी से निकाल दें। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है हमारे लिए। तो जितना जल्दी जो लोग देर से उसको करेंगे, तो उतना देर लगेगा। लग रहा है कि वो चैंट कर रहे हैं 20 साल से, 10 साल से, 5 साल से चैंट कर रहे हैं, पर वो लगातार वही गलतियां कर रहे हैं, तो इफेक्ट कैसे आएगा? आपको डॉक्टर ने आपको कहा कि भाई ये दवा खाओ, पर इसके साथ आपको इन सब चीजों का परहेज करना है। आपने दवाई खाई पर परहेज नहीं किया, तो क्या इफेक्ट होगा? वही होगा कि इट इज नॉट शोइंग कि आपने कोई दवाई खाई है, बिकॉज परहेज भी करना है आपको दवाई के साथ। तो इट्स ऑफेंसेस ना करना वो परहेज है। हमें अपने आप को कंट्रोल करना है, हमें सीखना है। कंट्रोल भी ऐसे आएगा कि हम जैसे जैसे हम एडवांस होंगे, और हमारा गोल ये रहेगा कि मुझे शुद्ध भक्ति चाहिए। एक्चुअली ये सोचना कि मुझे शुद्ध भक्ति नहीं मिलेगी, कैसे मिल पाएगी, अगर हम इसको क्वेश्चन करेंगे तो रह गया, हमको शुद्ध भक्ति नहीं मिलेगी। हमें भगवान की कृपा की जरूरत है, प्रभुपाद की कृपा की जरूरत है, क्योंकि प्रभुपाद की कृपा से हमें मिल सकती है। और ये सोचना, अरे प्रभुपाद मुझे क्यों कृपा देंगे? अरे क्यों सोच रहे हो? प्रभुपाद सबको दे रहे हैं, इक्वली दे रहे हैं कृपा। आप भी उसको पा सकते हो। तो उसके अंदर हमें विश्वास रखना है कि हमें शुद्ध भक्ति मिल सकती है।
Krupa is not cheap.
Yeah, Krupa is not cheap, but the basic thing is, if you doubt that can I get Shuddha Bhakti, how can you get?
You have to pay the price to get the Krupa. That's the point, nothing else.
Yeah, but
and
you
the
have
price
to have...
is very small. And the price is very small. That small only people are not ready to do it. That's all is a point. Even if it is very... Prabhupada did not put a very big price.
See, we both have a little bit of this thing in this. I am saying that we as devotees, when we see others, we think that can I get, can I become a Shuddha Bhakt? But have that, surety that yes, when we follow this, we will become a Shuddha Bhakt. Have that confidence in yourself.
Have the faith.
That you can. Yeah, have faith that Prabhupada can give you Shuddha Bhakti. If you have that, surely you'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so very nice discussion we had. Actually, it was more like more on clearing the misunderstandings and such questions. It was good actually.
So
it was more like a seminar.
Seminar.
It was more like a seminar.
Yeah, actually we need such, हमें ये सब ऐसे भी क्लासेस करने चाहिए, क्योंकि आपके जो प्रश्न हैं उनके ऊपर हमें क्लास करना चाहिए, बहुत जरूरी है, ताकि हम अपने आप को और ज्यादा परफेक्ट कर सके, ये सब चीजों को क्लियर कर सके, डाउट्स को। और भी किसी को नेक्स्ट टाइम अगर हो तो प्लीज बताइएगा। अभी तो हम क्लास को स्टॉप करेंगे, 3 बार चैंट करेंगे। ओके, 3 बार चैंट करते हैं। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की
जय।
भगवत गीता पाठ की
जय।
श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय।
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की
जय।
वाञ्छा
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय।
वैष्णव वृंद की जय।
ब्रह्म संहिता जी की जय। Hare Krishna. We'll see you then next week on Saturday. Hare Krishna.